So, Black lives finally matter. Yes, I'm gonna get a haircut as soon as the barbershop opens, okay? Allow me. I'm not sure why it's taken the tragic murder of George Floyd, RIP, for people to realise that police constantly mistreat black people. For black men, getting stopped and searched is like brushing your teeth. Standard procedures. For most of us anyway. But no matter how many times we get stopped and searched, brothers, notice how we never forget the first Fed who violated us and popped our cherry way back when? Shout out to Police Constable Ellis.
Pussy.
I am Jason Lewis, and this is a safe space for the culture. Now, to all the racist white people out there, you know, who say things like, all lives matter. If you don't like it here, fuck off back to your own country, mate. I've had enough. England, fuck off. This video definitely isn't for you, until they try and cancel me on my own shit. After years of systemic racism, white wokeness has finally arrived. You took your time though. That's right, white people are finally dipping their toes into the sea of consciousness. I stand with you, my one and only coloured friend. My racial spidey sense is tingling, fam. Turns out now that white wokeness is also affecting TV. Streaming platforms like the BBC iPlayer and Netflix have removed shows like Little Britain from their platforms after realising that doing blackface characters is cruel and also racist comedy. Imagine we had to die for this to happen. Even the likes of Pornhub has a case of white wokeness now. According to the Pornhub website, that I have never been on before, their statement said, "We commit to stand in solidarity and take action with the black community as they rightfully demand justice. That's why from June 6th to 12th, only ebony videos will be on our website." Yo, what's the date, fam?
Yeah, I think you've missed it, you know.
You know what, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom real quick and pray with my phone though. And this hand cream.
Bro, we're still filming.
Hard to pray with dry hands. Wallahi. Since the murder of George Floyd, Black Lives Matter protests have been happening across the world. Famous names black people recognise have been showing up at the BLM protests. John Boyega, Anthony Joshua, Rio Ferdinand, the coronavirus. There were also some famous names who chose not to show up to the protests, like two popular urban music gatekeepers known as DJs Tim Westwood and Charlie Sloth. Tim, Charlie, what happened to you guys, man? Yo fam, what? Oh, were you there? No two white men have benefited more from black lives in the music industry, quite like DJs Tim Westwood and Charlie Sloth. Black lives matter, not just when it suits you. Right, guys? Too harsh? Nah. Quick side note. Brothers in interracial relationships, not me. If you're going to the Black Lives Matter march, please bring your Nubian white queen with you. If there's any perfect time to bring Karen, Sharon, Molly, or Candice around thousands of black women, it's now. My brother, just because she lets you put the tip in doesn't mean she understands your struggle. Sisters, that one was for you. Wakanda forever. T'Challa, stop hiding your Becky. Bring her to things like the protest. It will help to educate them on our struggle, and she'll be able to interact with us on a whole new conscious level, which is going to benefit everyone in the process. Let's be honest. Message, and to all you corporations who are hijacking the movement. Shall I get them? Yeah. Is it wokeness or smart marketing? Corporations, look, don't be tweeting about how you stand with us if you ain't hiring us in the positions of power so we can stand equally with you. Because as long as it's only white people and no other diverse voices in those positions of power, the system will never change. My dear white allies, continue to stand next to us because your white wokeness is necessary. But it's going to take more than just going to a protest, posting up a hashtag, or watching cool run-ins to really understand our struggle. We live in a racist society where the system needs to be broken down and rebuilt. And in order to rebuild these things, we need to start having some uncomfortable conversations with each other, where we speak and you listen. And after those conversations, let your actions do the talking. Now, fair play, this moment does feel different to the others. So let's make it count together. Not with symbolism and token gestures, but with real systemic change. We have to do better. Now, will anything really change? Boy, football started back. I hope so. Now, this episode is dedicated to George Floyd and all the people of colour who have been unjustly murdered by the police. Be the change you want to see. And on that note, I'll see you in a bit.